Three, two, one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as parents, our job isn't just to cheer for our child's talents today, but to ensure that they can survive when we are no longer there to support them. The government side offers a dream, but the opposition offers a future. We oppose these motions because we believe that true love means providing a safety net, not just a stage. The government teams argues that a child can only be happy if they follow their passions in a non-paying field. We disagree because true happiness is hard to maintain when you are struggling to pay for food or housing. Supporting a child's talent without giving them a stable career path is a not kindness, but it is actually risky and irresponsible. We believe that financial stability is the foundation that allows a person to enjoy their talents without stress or poverty in it. The government will likely say talent is a gift that must be used, or the child will be sad and depressed. If you are the best in a small field, you will eventually find money. Parents should only care about their child's dreams, not money. As the oppositions, we define our position as prioritizing a career in stable high-income fields. This doesn't mean we should stop the child from practicing their talents, but it means we treat the talents as a serious hobby, while their main education and focus are directed toward a job that guarantees a paycheck. The reality today, we live in an inexpensive and unpredictable world. In a non-lucrative fields like classical music or academic research, only the top 1% make a living. The other 99% often struggle financially. It is dangerous for parents to gamble their child's entire future on a one in a million chance of success. Let me straight away to my urgency and some parties that influencing in these motions. So first, the main actor is the child. Why? Because they are currently a prodigy, but many child stars lose their ages as they get older. They need a plan B that actually works. Their job Second, the parents. Their job is to prepare the child for the real world, not a dream world. My urgency, childhood and teenage years are the only time to build a strong educational foundation. If we waste this time only on a niche talents, the child will be behind in the job market when they become an adult. Our goal as the opposition team, our goal is to ensure the child has long-term safety and independences. We want them to have the money to support themselves so they can choose to pursue their talent in later life without being starving artists. As the first speaker in this opposition team, I will talk about the parents' duty. Why? Because providing a stable life is the most important act of love. Then, a risk management. Why passion is not enough to survive in the real world. Then, let me start away to my argument. So, I shared my argument into two sections. So, first, with a subchapter, the moral duty to provide security. In this current time, the primary moral obligation of a parent is to ensure their child's survival and independence in an unpredictable world. Why it could happen? Because a prodigy status is often temporary. What is considered exceptional for a 10-year-old might be average in for a 25 years old. If parents focus only on non-lucrative fields, they are gambling with the child's future based on a talent that may not stay competitive forever. Furthermore, fields like the classical arts or niche academia are winner-takes-all markets. This means only the top 1% earn a living, while the rest, it could be divided despite being highly skilled, but often live in poverty. By steering the child toward a lucrative field, the parents provide the child with economic agency. This means the child will have the money to choose their own path later. It is much easier for a successful engineer to found their own art gallery than it is for a struggling artist to pay for a degree in engineering. For example, consider the starving artist phenomenon. Thousands of incredibly talented individuals live paycheck to paychecks because their fields lacks the market demand. Consequently, many professionals in lucrative industries like law or technology use their financial stability to become patrons of the arts or to pursue their passion as a high-level hobbies without the stress of wondering where their next meal is coming from. Therefore, prioritizing a lucrative field is not about crushing dreams, but it is about providing the solid ground upon which a child can safely build any dream that they want in the future. Continue my argument. In my second argument, I have preventing burnout and identity crisis. In currently situation today, prioritizing a non-lucrative talent turns a child's passion into a survival burden, which leads to mental health collapses. Why? When a parent decided that a child's initial talent is the primary path, they accidentally create a pressure cooker environment. In a non-lucrative field, the stakes are too high because there's so little money and so few spots for success. The child feels they cannot afford to fail. If that talent is their only identity and their only career plan, any setback feels like a total life failure. This leads to burnout, where the child grows to hate the very things where there were once good, because it has become a source of intense anxiety rather than joy. By steering them toward lucrative fields, we decouple or separate their self-worth from their talents. They can be a person who is good at math and has a stable job, rather than the prodigy who failed to become a world-famous pianist. For example, physiological studies on farmer gifted children show that those who were pushed exclusively into one niche area often suffer from severe depression in their 20 years old. They feel lost because they lack the deserved skill needed to navigate a normal workplace, and they feel like failures because they didn't become the 1% in their non-lucrative fields. Therefore, by prioritizing a stable career, we protect the child's relationship with their talents. We allow the talent to remain a source of happiness and a safe haven, rather than a stressful job that determines whether they can afford to live.